going on. Uh, the other day I seen this video about it was about werewolves, and it had this French dude that basically confessed to doing all these murders, and he said that mm, a black clothed rider came up to him, and his name was the Master of the Forest. You know what I'm saying? And he gave him this magic uh ointment and wolf skin, and the dude basically said that he could magically transform himself into a wolf. You know what I'm saying? But basically they kind of just uh dismissed it off on insanity. uh But even at the time, they were very superstitious. They'd be like, "This is the works of the devil," and I mean, truly, it is. I mean, in all honesty, that is the work of the devil. Uh, to turn people into animals. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you're doing harm unto others, it's really in the end, it's harming you. So I mean, in a way, it's the whole cannibal, vampiristic, predatory, reptilianoid type of a mindset, but it's comes out in many ways, man, and it's widespread. It's across the planet. For instance, my grandpa said that in Vietnam he was in the mountains, and they had this these tribesmen that basically lived out in the jungle in loincloths, and when sometimes these guys would go and with the military, and they would go and like basically they'd sneak through the DMZ and snag up some people and drag them back off through the DMZ back for interrogation, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? uh but he said that these guys were known for, when they killed an enemy, they'd cut them open and they would all devour the liver. And supposedly the superstition was that if they did that, they would possess your soul for eternity. Like kind of like you're a spirit slave is kind of a way to look at it. You know what I mean? And that's not. I mean, that's kind of, there's a lot of that out there besides just that. I mean, but he was saying that the North Viet Cong would, when they seen that these guys were with them, they dropped their guns and they would all run. And these people are trained for like 7 years in underground tunnels and just hardcore, type militaristic uh, peoples. You know what I mean? But they were afraid of that superstitious shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they would. So there you go. There's your power behind it. There's a lot of associations behind it with gaining superpowers. You know what I'm saying? We see it in movies. You see it. You see it around, and it's in collective consciousness. It's like Jack and the Beanstalk. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Hansel and Gretel. It's like hide your kids. There's a witch waiting to devour them. I mean, some of these little parables aren't. They're really based on real things, man. These were real fears that you had, like back in the day. Things were so crazy, like people would look at you like a turkey leg, like basically. And there's a lot of different examples of like throughout all different cultures of this type of stuff. The crazy blood sacrificial satanic ritual, ritualized possession, like voodoo, cutting open the chicken's head. You know what I'm saying? You just see, once you start playing with that, I'd imagine it'd probably be like drugs, and you're getting this rush from, oh wow, look at these powers. I want more power. So then you elevate up the ladder of evil. You know what I'm saying? So you can fight to possess some of that power in which you seek. You know what I'm saying? And for instance, here's a guy that attained that power. His name was General Butt Naked, and he's basically like a Libyan warlord, and he used to cannibalize the enemies. Basically, he said that a witch doctor took him out in the woods when he was young, and took him to this rock formation, and he said a hole opened up in the ground, and he went under there for like 12 days, and he said he was instructed by demons and devils how to basically do all this these rituals where you kill babies and eat them, and he also had to run around naked, and the demon said that he'd be invincible. You know, I mean, whether or not this is true, if that is just like someone is having heavy psychological delusions, hey, it seemed like it worked with this dude. I mean, at least psychologically, the terror that, oh my god, here comes General Butt Naked, they're gonna eat us. You know what I'm saying? That will make the enemies run. So in a way, the psychological effect is on the person that's doing it, and it's like everyone's scared of you now. You're like, you know, that there's power. That you can see that the power that that psychological terrorism, power, just off Jump Street. Like, whoa, I'm dealing with a straight madman here. You know what I'm saying? And they'll avoid you over that. So I mean, that's one way to look at it. But yeah, General Butt Naked said he had to keep doing sacrificing, especially he had to sacrifice innocent children. Uh, but all right, channeling and possession and shamanism. These are all correlated subjects because some forms of shamanism, they'll ingest some kind of drug, pharmakia, and then a spirit will tell them, a spirit in the form of an animal will tell them like the information they're seeking. To me, this sounds just like that's divination or familiar spirits. It's the fortune teller. It's the same type stuff. You're seeking uh, information from spirits. That is documented very well in the book Jubilees. In the book Jubilees, it talks about how that there's all these demons, and they're basically spirits that got nowhere to go, and there's basically 10% of all of them in existence are out running loose, and these things taught man medicine, but like all medicine, we know how, like mad science versus life preserving science. You can see the contrast. You know, the whole serpent wrapped around with wings wrapped around the thing. You know what I'm saying? That old flying serpent. You know, that's the same thing when you got shapeshifters. Supposedly, you know, Satan, the dragon, the serpent, but I think it's called Nefesh, which means the whisperer, the one who whispers. So I mean, is it an allegory, or can, you know, supposedly can he go full reptilian like on Conan? You know, when James Earl Jones, there's this part where he's sitting meditating in this temple, and he turns into a snake and crawls into a hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying?